Danielle here, Lawn Care Speed Shop. Dan here. So, Danny's working full time. She had a busy day. She was out, what was it, surfing while I was at work today? And then put off her choring until I got home from work, and now I get to go into night shift, but then she has to do day shift still. So, have a good day. Anyway, we left this thing, well, it ran and drove, barely up and down the block. We had a few little issues there with the brakes. I think one of the tires was rubbing, kind of little teething pains, whoops. But ultimately, it's a truck. It runs, it drives, it's back on the road after 79, 89, 99, 09, 19, 45 years. So that's pretty cool. What's left now is a bunch of wiring, little doodads. We gotta get this figured out. This one's bad. I'm really fighting out if I want to do this fender or not. I might just do a little section, I guess. We'll blast it in there. Got to keep the patina. I bought, gotcha, swap meet had a set of fender end caps, and they were the old pricing was $35 for the pair. I think I paid $100 each or something like that, but they don't repop these anymore, so beggars can't be choosers. So now the situation I'm in, we've got a dent here, and this is not long enough to cover that, so we'll have to just kind of hammer it out. And honestly, really it's only bad kind of there. How far down does this go? We're going to have to do some more customization because this is not quite big enough. But the side seems okay. So I think we're going to get the camera set up. Yeah, I want to back this thing up a little maybe. Make my life just a scotch easier, move all this stuff out of the way. And then we'll see if we can kind of get her patched in. It does wrap around, so that's cool. And the inner structure's still there. Ish. So we'll have to kind of cobble it, see what happens. Yeah. I would like to get the headlights in and get the wiring kind of done on this. I'll probably do a lot of that just on my own because it's very boring. But we have just kind of a whole schwack load there. I actually went and got a brand new welding tank. I don't know how much I had left, so did that. We got to get this thing up in the air because there's some stuff underneath I wanted to finish. The cab to the like the step, whatever you want to call it, the rocker kind of piece in here. It needs to be done on the inside. And I don't know if I even did the inner cab corner deal. Maybe need to be clamped and welded a little bit. I might put a hanger on the exhaust. This thing sounds cherry. I love them thrush mufflers, but otherwise, I think we're kind of getting there. Everything's kind of bolted together pretty decent. Man, Danny's really, we'll just wait, it's fine. It drives by. I gotta put a bunch more hardware in this thing. Obviously, we're just kind of, whatever it may be. I want to try and avoid, honestly, I did a pretty good job of all the rattles and stuff. Flip the bumper so it looks cherry. The only thing I don't have is turn signal lights, but we can get that anytime. Or I can put some temporary Princess Auto, signal lights on just for now so we're road legal. And otherwise, I think that's kind of it. Start putting some miles on this thing and then get it on the next project. Not that. Okay, so this will be pretty exciting. Now, patches like this, I have zero plan as to what I'm going to do. I'm just going to kind of wing it. And I feel like a lot of other people are. So this is your excuse, reason, whatever, just to start cutting. So obviously, this doesn't really fit the greatest, but we'll just kind of mark the maximum the patch will go. Now, really, we're only going to go about there. The real issue we're having what's not fitting is this kind of edge bit. And this part is just fine. So I'm thinking, we just kind of give that a blind cut there. We're not changing any of that. We'll probably use something like that. Little patch, as little as we possibly can. So we'll get this going, and then I can start manipulating we got, and then we'll have to build something in there. Just we'll see, really. No one's ever going to see it. Okay, this will be a good one for Danielle to edit. Can't wait. There we go. It already fits 1,000 times better. We have to kind of decide how much of this we want. Then I'll zip that off. So, honestly, kind of right where I was. Something like that. And something like that. So, we got a tape measure. Oh yeah, we got a tape measure. This is the worst part about buying these repop parts and all the money to use such a small amount. So we'll call it, it's like 7 inches, and that's, yeah, about 7 inches. So we go backwards. Well, let's go 3 inches eyeball. And we'll start working with a piece of metal here. In worst case, we go sideways. We'll pull it back together. You know what? I'm gonna, fine there. Eyeball. We don't want to get too exact. We don't want to set the standards too high on this channel. There it is. Honestly, we could probably just texture that on there. I'll be done with that. Okay, so that's, what is this? Well, that's just junk. We don't need this. So, the big thing is you just want to make sure that this part kind of looks decent. The rest of it we can deal with however we want. Now, where up the marker? I'm just gonna go ahead and give this a trace. Just so we have an idea to about where it has to go. So if I butcher it all up, I won't cut past this. And we can always join it. Fix a little bit down there too. Okay. Yeah. That shouldn't be too terrible, I don't think, honestly. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of creep up on this line I did. Maybe I'll just leave a little bit. What the heck line did I use here though? So I'll zip in, I'll get maybe a quarter, half inch. Are you all done working? You got a gas?
I'm done working.
Oh, perfect.
I'm gonna go have some lunch.
Have some lunch?
I haven't eaten yet.
Oh, it's been a tough day.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll keep working. That's fine.
Good.
Also, I'm going to go lots of, like, noise. So you have to, like, edit lots. And I think I might have bent over for the marker, and there might have been a butt crack situation you got to take care of. We take care of that in post. we're basically done. So I welded a little strip in on the inside, basically, you know, this section, which is going to weld to that. That's still hot. Now I'm kind of happy with the fitment. All I'm going to do is zip it out. Whatever metal's going to be there will kind of fall out. We'll knock it in with a hammer, and then we'll have to build just a little piece right there, and then something in here. Hopefully this will still be decent enough. This is kind of bent and not quite in line, but hey, be close enough. And then that's that. I think the other stuff will be super easy. We'll weld a little strip in there and kind of take care of it. So I'll get set up and I'll show you the little cut and welding we're going to do, and that'll be that. Kind of blitz it in, and then I'll probably go ahead and fast motion it because it's terribly boring. But you want like a grinder, saw, whatever you want to do, just kind of get on the edge there. We should be able to kind of push this back. This one might be just a bit of a hassle. I might have boned this. Yeah, whatever. Good catch. Let's kind of get this little piece out. Okay. So I'll probably have it pretty quick, but you can see the thing, how move it all around, we can get it right where we want it. Close them up. Oh. You know what probably helps? A ground. This is awkward. Oh, no, I screwed it up. There we go. Okay. I got that in there. I got the welder set a little hot. Okay. Honestly, that's not too bad. So everything fits pretty closely there. We're gonna have to knock that in just a bit. But this ain't going nowhere. This is almost perfectly flat, flush. Give this a little push up here. Now, let's out the center bit. Okay. Oh, it's gonna be a hassle to get to. Maybe I can reach it, but essentially the piece we're cutting out, kind of flopping down here. I'd love to show you, but you may just have to trust me. Yep. So now we have to kind of raise and lower this at the same time. Oh, it's not gonna work. So instead, oh, Danny was in and out of work. So I'll go ahead, just kind of get that close. This is frustrating. That. We'll get this level-ish. Whoops. Are you eating a quesadilla? Is it a burrito? Can't hear you. I'm too busy fabricating. Expertly, I might add. Okay, that's good. This has got a bit of a dent in it, so we're just going to go ahead and fix it with a screwdriver. Or adjoin the dent. There we have it. Look at that, Danielle. It's pretty impressive. Thanks for noticing. I looked away from the weld and I see you eating a burrito and taking a picture of me at the exact same time. What a time to be alive.
Multitasking.
Okay, and fast motion from now on. So that's our piece kind of in there. Probably should have hammered and dollied this before I went too crazy, but we can always zip it and do that. So what's left is this piece in here that no longer exists, which is just kind of a nothingness. And we got to build a piece down here, which kind of like, you know, has like a bit of a curvy swoop thing. But we kept this body line for the most part. I think looks okay and whatnot. I think I might just knock some of these dints out while I'm here and feeling motivated. I probably should have started there, but
Nice ear protection.
I wasn't, I can't hear you through all the profits.
Nice ear protection.
You missed the joke there, darling. You know what I should have done is fix this when the fender was off. Yeah, I've already lost interest. Back to how it was. Sorry, internet. Actually, I wonder if we could use, no. None of that. None of this. Guess I'm just kind of making a piece. Do we have any more steel? I don't use any new stuff. But I'll probably, yeah, I don't know what I'll do. This is all bent, so this is actually, you can kind of see if you, ouch.
Seems like a job to do with gloves on.
Yeah. But you can see where it was. So it's all rotten, but it does all line up. And if you look at it from the side profile, I'll set back a little bit, but this has a nice, like it flows, you know, it's like that's too far forward or back. So I think really we're gonna have to, that's a pretty sharp bend. It's kind of got like a gentle into a 90. So I was hoping we can maybe use this. But this has a big curve in it. We'll have to figure something out. We got hammers and tools and grinders and body filler. But otherwise, that's kind of that. We get this center piece in, we'll really have something there. It's coming around. Oh, there's metal. Use this. We can accomplish something there. Okay, I'm gonna cut a little strip out and then we'll see what we end up with and if we can kind of make it look good. Worst case, not perfect. I'll just weld a whole bunch on the seam and then grind it down and it'll be cherry.
Nobody's gonna know.
Nobody's gonna know except for the 12 people watching this. Hello. Just trying to figure out this patch here. I put in the brake to give it a bit of a curve, but it's kind of a hard curve.
Is it?
I'm wondering if I can just kind of weld it in and then hammer it.
I was thinking a shrinker stretcher.
What?
I was thinking this.
Huh?
I was thinking the shrinker stretcher. Would that allow it to bend a little?
Not really. That'll kind of do this. We need to get it round. I need like a piece of pipe or something like that. I need like a... Honestly, I think I'll be able to figure something out here though. So I feel. I'm just gonna keep cutting, and if it becomes terrible, I will start again. There's not a whole lot of other options there. But I have all the confidence in the world, Danielle.
I do too.
Oh, good.
You can put your music back in.
Can I? Okay. Really, I don't gotta go that big. Call it there, there. Trim this down to a manageable size piece so I'll cut my fingers off. I'm pretty sure these gloves make me a 10% better fabricator.
I think you're right. Everyone should get some.
Okay, so let's just give this a burn. Oh, got my hair. So do that. Okay, and now I just gotta zip this piece out from behind. Rusty piece out. Slightly better piece in. I wonder if I can actually just... I have to take just a hair more. Something's happening. Okay. It's not bad. Get that just from the side profile. Looks all right. Give this a couple of welds so it doesn't move. That's probably good. Now, just kind of, where's my other dolly? Little hook guy. Which is not there. Maybe I can use this. Why is my phone keep ringing?
You're very popular.
Yes. Hello.
It was a very important call.
Ugh. Tell the scammers. But, honestly. Pretty close there. With this little zip. Pretty sure though, I can fix that with the welder. And this is just gonna be a flat little piece. So maybe I'll just weld this up right quick and grind it off so we can see that. Because this is all you're ever gonna see. Like this is all structural at that point. We don't gotta show it off too closely there, darling. Let's keep her like 4 or 5 foot away. That's the distance it looks the best. Where it's not a rusty mess anymore, but they can't see the chaos. Are you still filming? Oh. So the trick is not to weld it all at once there like I did and keep some of the heat out and then don't immediately hit it with the grinder at full speed. But if you're on the clock like I am, we gotta do, 2 videos a day or Danny's gonna lose it. Oh. Let's grind this sucker down and see how much body filler is going to take to fix it. Okay, well this thing has been perfectly prepped for a tri-stage paint. Just got this sticker off. We're going to paint right over the rust because that'll patina nicely as time goes on.
That gave me the chills, that noise. Don't, stop. It's making my teeth hurt.
So yeah, it came out good. I don't know, around the side there. What do you think, darling?
I think it looks excellent.
Good enough for who it's for. And then on the inside, just scabbed some pieces in. I didn't really go too crazy. I just, that's never going to be seen. Well, that was actually just rust. So what I actually did there is I put a piece of metal behind it and just let it buck until it was a piece again. But that's all going to be hidden. We think this is the right color. Oh yeah, this went on super light. So I'll take about 77 coats, but we'll just blend her on in there. A little tortoise green. Danielle's expensive green. What are we calling this one? Like any amount of body work would have probably helped. It kind of just...
It actually looks good like that if you just do like a few light layers or something.
I'm not really in a light layer kind of guy.
Should we have put filler in this first?
Yeah. But what, are we going to leave this dent without filling that? What about down here and here? And what about this hole with a pickaxe? Like, where does it end here? Once it's green, no one's going to know. Oh, that's a big run coming down. You know, it'll all cascade. Do you think I should just let her rip so there's like a...
No.
You and the internet sometimes just don't know how to have a good time. Okay.
Hey, don't categorize me with the internet.
Oh, we love the internet. Is this the same color? Utah. Oh, UTEC. 500M. Definitely not. But FN... Oh. Nope, this is a different color. Huh. This must be Monte Carlo. Gray metallic. I fell in 80, 48, 163.
That one's definitely Monte Carlo.
Do we not have any more? Hyundai color, that's Monte Carlo. These are all differences. Base coat pearl gold. Huh. Okey-doke. Well, we'll have to just make this last somehow. Or find another can. This is definitely the right color though. I guess we need to get some mixed tomorrow. Oh, wow, that really is running. Patience got me again.
Actually, that looks very good though.
Which, the bodywork? The paint color?
Well, it's all of it. Like, it kind of blends into what the truck is.
The grinding? I have a good grinder. Really, we just got to kind of layer it up where I kind of join the rest of it. And then the rest. Like a trick shot there.
Good job.
Okay, I'm in. You want to do the other side? Or are you going to cook me dinner first? Oh, actually, that looks really good. I'm not going to lie. I mean, the paint looks something to be desired, but the fender, and there's a lot of work to go on this fender, and it still looks terrible. That's the crazy part. But this, I mean, at this point, all we have to do is you could take it off, you could whack this out, and you could body fill the whole thing and make it look all nice. We could have bought fenders, but they're $750 or $1,000. Either $750 or American, I think. But either way, you spend all that money, and honestly, they probably wouldn't even fit that good. This thing, you literally throw it at the truck and it just fits. So there's something to be said for it. And again, what are we gonna do? Put 2 black fenders on, and then we're gonna have to try and blend the paint and all this and that. So we're gonna, oh, we have to paint back here too, I guess, eh? Yeah, we gotta get some paint tomorrow, but that's not bad. And then I really, I wonder what time the paint store is open till. Ooh, it's 5 o'clock. Well, because we could go get it tonight, paint everything, and then wash it tomorrow. Global Auto Body Supply. It's 4:55 and they close at 5. Let's just, maybe we'll see how long it'll take us to get there. If we leave right now, it'll take us 32 minutes.
I don't think we're gonna make it.
Shoot! We can take the Raptor. Yeah, whatever, it's the way she goes. All right, well, not bad for an hour's worth of work. Wow, it's really running there, but I'll blend it out. I'll blend it out with the something. Don't touch it, we don't want to harm it. That'll actually wash out nicely with the Comet wash. We got to get some of that stuff anyways too. Okay, here, I mean, this will be a super, oh, it's rot on the inside. Well, no, we might be okay, it's just a lip. This will be a quick one. Just cut there, over, in, done, right?
You do that and I'll get everybody dinner.
Are you gonna get me dinner first or the dogs dinner first?
Well, the dogs first, because they'll eat while I cook your dinner.
Okay, well, second fiddle. Oh, you know, I'm gonna do a bunch of grinding and welding while it's wet paint beside it too. Perfecto! All right, so, got this side paint up. We ran out of paint, but
Looks good.
yeah, it actually, I cut it, and there's a little bit of filler in the fender right here. So just kind of buzzed it in there, and is what it is. We gotta get some more paint maybe tomorrow because we don't got none. But that's that. So
Hey, if we get paint tomorrow, do you want to go to the stoop for sandwiches?
Is that by the paint store?
No.
What's the stoop?
Those were those good sandwiches we had after puppy yoga.
I don't remember any of that. They couldn't have been that good. So now we got to put these in, which, ooh, T3s. I don't remember which one was which. I think, What headlight did we take out first, do you think? It must have been this one, eh? And that one was missing the light. Oh, sorry, Danielle. So I'd like to kind of snap this back together. Just put the headlights in it. And we'll rewire it and do all those things. But put it together, make it look like a truck for the time being. Kind of seems like a fun time, right? So I'll just go ahead and put these in with a few screws. And then other than that, I think we'll put it up in the air, just go through everything. Actually, I just remember I got to weld a little patch in. Are you yawning?
No.
Oh, I will.
But I was looking away because I'm bored.
Oh, somebody broke the lid off the Croyle. No.
We can't afford that.
Why, Croyle? I got to weld 2 little patches in at the base of the door hinges, but that's kind of relevant.
You've been saying that for weeks.
Well, I've forgotten over and over again.
Every time you're under the car, you go, oh, I gotta weld that. Oh, I gotta weld that. Oh, I gotta weld that.
Yeah, it's like your birthday. I forget it. Anyway, so I'll weld something else. I want to weld up the just the stuff that's already done. The cab corners I got to get taken care of. Oh. Whoop. Weld the cab corners and then the little steps, and I think that's where I'm going to leave it for today after we put the headlights in. And then next video, I want to wire it. Ooh, I just want the ignition switch in the right spot.
Can we also put the AstroTurf in it?
Do we have some?
Or can we get some tomorrow?
You want to buy some?
Yeah.
Are you buying?
Yeah.
You paying?
Yeah.
You got that kind of money?
Yeah.
For a t-shirt someone bought?
Well, I just take your
Overpriced
credit
junk?
card out of your wallet.
Oh, right. Yes. Don't you love having a credit card that just automatically gets paid by someone else?
Yes, it's awesome.
What a concept. Well, I'd like to do that. We'll get it wired up, and I really want to give this thing a wash outside and just kind of, I'd really like how it worked on the Monte Carlo. I think this thing will really kind of come together. Oh, I still got to do the brakes too. So we'll do wiring and brakes. Because there's too much brakes.
Yes.
Far, far too many brakes. Okay. Let's put it together and we'll see you underneath shortly.
Tell them how good your dinner was.
What do we have?
That chicken with the gravy.
Oh, dinner was very good, yes. Thanks for buying a shirt. Gotta figure out these brakes. Okay. Look at this. This is actually kind of crazy. So this is the oil pan. See how it's just on this side? It's seeping, but it's not leaking from above it. So the oil pan is just rotten and it's leaking out. That's awesome.
So are we gonna get a new one? Or?
I was thinking what we would do is just try and wire wheel that and then put body filler on it and call it a day. And the transmission was leaking, but it appears to be slowing down. So that's cool. But this thing has been like Dukes of Hazzard did that and then that. So anyway, so here's what we got going on. These steps are put on. Obviously this has to be welded in, but it looks like they probably should be welded around here a little bit, front and back, whatever this brace is, and weld to the truck there. Obviously the back as well. I put these cab corners in and I welded the top and the back, but I didn't do the bottom, so we got to clamp those and just kind of weld that all in on both sides by the looks of it. Well, this side might have been started. Oh, maybe it's been welded. I don't know. This one looks like it was welded actually from the inside. Maybe this one was too. But you know what I'm going to do anyways? I got the wire wheel out. I'm just going to kind of wire wheel the edges and whatnot. And I'm just going to kind of blindly buzz it in there. You can't really go wrong with that. Otherwise, I think that's all the kind of welding to be done, other than the patches we got to do at the front here, which is ugly. I'll do something there, but that's a bit of a future Dan problem. Nothing's open in the cab, that's what we really worry about. I'll do that on my own maybe after I do some wiring, because I got to do some wiring tomorrow. And the brakes, that's good, yeah. It's holding pressure. Like if you let it sit overnight, it's got a full travel, but then you do this and it holds pressure. But I feel like it's got a fair bit of play in it. So between the master and the booster, there's an adjuster and stuff, so I can maybe take that apart and see. Otherwise, I'm gonna blame this little kind of residual thing. But I can't imagine, I'll have to Google it. Because it says you don't need it if the master is above the caliper. So arguably, I guess the master would be higher than the caliper, because the master's like fill at the top of the frame rail, and this is kind of, you know, in the middle. So I mean, a couple inches lower. So I guess that would be enough. So I don't know if that plus the master would cause any issues or not, but either way, let's set up the camera. We'll get this all dialed, and then we'll bring her down and we'll show off the headlights in there. It actually looks really nice, except I'm missing one headlight, so that's on the list. I took my phone to make a list. We gotta get paint, headlight, AstroTurf. Yeah, so we gotta get stuff like that. But this thing's like, it's getting to be the done. I'm thinking like a couple more videos, and then I'd like to take it out and maybe just work on, well, there's not much suspension. That's the tires. We're taking a leaf spring out or two. Also, we gotta get, do I have a grease gun here? No, I think I left it in Manitoba, because this thing needs a greasing. But anyway, let's set it up, time lapse all the terrible, ugly grinding, terribleness. Oh, I need my mask. Back to work. So, I kind of welded it, and then I seam sealed everything up, and then I give it a coat undercoat, which looks pretty nice. I'm finding out how much I should undercoat. Like, I just did the side here. I mean, I don't know if we should do the rest or what, but I feel like the time to do it would have been when there was no motor, transmission, exhaust. But the sides here, this is where all the road grime get. And I know everyone tells me, you know, undercoating, it just holds the goo in and all that, and you're not wrong. But in this case, I've already done it, kind of prettied up a little bit, so honestly, it came out pretty nice as far as I'm concerned.
It looks very good.
So that's taken care of, and then...
I wasn't yawning.
Well, just checking. I think this transmission, there's like a little two-prong dealio, like a pipe thread. I think it's like an emissions device maybe, so I actually ordered a kit today. Well, I get it today, which has just a bunch of miscellaneous pipe plugs. So I'm endlessly looking for pipe plugs, so I Amazon one. So I think I can probably just pull it out, cap it, be done with it. But let's look at how this thing looks now. The headlight, almost headlights. It looks like a truck. We ordered some turn signal lenses. I was going to get the factory ones, but they were expensive and kind of a little bit to get yet. Actually, Speedway says so. I should probably go get those maybe. But we got some like trucker ones. I think we're just going to drill right into the bumper and have some like, you know, old school kind of semi deals and get that taken care of. Those arrive tomorrow, and that's that. So I think at this point I have to finish wiring it. So that's gonna, I might just do that on my own. I'm not really too sure, or at least
You don't really want to see the wire.
I'll wire it all and then we'll come back when it's all kind of working. If you want to see a wiring video, I've done lots. I'm sure there's some on the channel that's all the exact same thing, or I mean, I don't know, the Speedway channel probably has a how to do it or something like that.
Joe from Speedway for sure.
For sure he's got something. It's a great kit, don't get me wrong. But the excitement of wiring ain't there. It's not there for me, it's not there for anyone. So we'll kind of, maybe I'll put it together and we'll show. It's gonna be a few little kind of unique things I've never done before, that brake pressure switch. So we'll see how that works for the brakes. But at this point, we have to wire in the turn signals and the headlights and taillights. And I think there's one wire that's gonna go to the heater. This thing has like an aftermarket, not aftermarket, add-on. I think heaters were an option on this thing and it has one, but it's not even hooked up. So we'll do that. And then I think that's it. I actually gotta look, I think Speedway sells electric wipers. I should probably buy that. Wipers are kind of nice to have, especially this thing.
Especially in Calgary, the weather changes like from literally section to section.
So I'll do that, but I think we're actually at a good point now where I can go through a list of this, and the Monty. And actually there's a few things I want to do. That 55 Chevrolet, and then another car, which I purchased a while ago, I haven't got yet, which I have to go get. But just see if there's another order for Speedway, because the shipping and all that stuff is such a hassle. I hate just doing for like one or two things. So it's kind of nice to get to a point where you need something and then you get it. And honestly, the stuff comes here in like a week, so it's pretty good. I can't really, the best part about Speedway now is the shipping comes through Winnipeg. That's the border crossing, and then it comes over. I'm like, 2 days later now. But such is life. We got to do a little adjustment on the tire, make sure it's good. You know, just minor little things, but this thing is, I'm excited about it. It's nice. And actually, Danny, you guys can leave a comment there, but we were talking about, this one was done on a relative budget. I know we've had kind of a bit of a blown budget on a couple of cars here lately, but this one was done pretty cheap. We did that 55 two-door cheap. This one was done pretty cheap, and the money that we spent, I think, went to good things. I mean, we could have used the old wiring. We could have done all sorts of stuff like that. But sometimes spending a few dollars for your sweetie to drive a safe hot rod, you know. The other thing is now, which I've learned, like electrical and all this kind of safety stuff, the cars, they're parked in the garage attached to the house that I and the dogs live in, and Danielle. I want to make sure it doesn't burn down and all those sort of things. So a few $100 here and there could probably go a long ways. There you have it. Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with another video. Well, I mean, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm always back tomorrow. We'll see you in the next one. Headlights, wiring, and then hopefully we can figure out the brake situation. I mean, obviously we will at some point, and this thing will be ready to go around the block a few times, maybe. Maybe we can get some insurance on it, eh? I've applied. We'll see if I get it. See you in the next one.